Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from Wyckyy, and he's in the Minotaur, a tier 10 British cruiser. He's on web mountain range, and this is a ranked battle. Now, he is in a Raider Minotaur, which might provide some fun here. He is near the sea cap, although his Raider is not quite covering the whole. Oh, no wait, this Raider is kind of covering the whole map. So I don't have the radar circle on here, right? I mean, I could activate here, but you know, his torpedo range is also 10 kilometers, so we can use that indicator to also see where his radar is. And he's currently radaring a Yugomo. Now the enemy has a radar here too, which is kinda unsurprising. Problem is that this island is quite high, so while it protects him from shot at and allows him to safely radar this cap, he can't actually shoot anything just yet, so he's reversing to this more shallow part of the island, hoping probably to lob some shells there. At the Puerto Rico, now for some reason the enemy Puerto Rico is not behind an island, but is pushing in here full broadside. Unfortunately the friendlies don't really have much of a force here, well, I guess they have one thunder. Now, Southern Holland appears, and you know, obviously as a Minotaur, you like shooting puny little destroyers, so Wyckyy is starting to do just that. Unfortunately, of course, he was on the end of his radar, the Holland disappears, but you know, he got a little bit of damage in, so that's nice. Now once again we have this rather broadside Puerto Rico. I mean, maybe the Thunderer is getting unlucky. I was hoping that the Thunderer would blast this Puerto Rico with some well-placed armor-piercing salvos, but so far that's not happening. And the two destroyers, well, they can't really do much against the Puerto Rico unless the Puerto Rico eats some fish. Now on the bright side, you know, with there being only one battleship, the enemy Yamato is currently not much of a threat because it's behind the island, well, not much of a threat to Wyckyy. Then again, like Puerto Rico, armor piercing would hurt too, so he has to be careful. Obviously, and not having a smoke himself, and the islands just aren't working here right now, so he needs to expose himself. But he's doing some damage against the Puerto Rico, and it looks like he convinced the Puerto Rico to disengage, therefore he's helping his destroyers out, which is rather lovely. Now, meanwhile, we have a friendly Kitakaze who looks like he's hunting down the Solmas. I mean, Kitakaze should have this against the Solmas, to be honest. And not much happening on the left side here. Now, Wyckyy is still, interestingly enough, full health. He is continuing to try to shoot the Puerto Rico a bit. The thing, of course, is the Puerto Rico is angled, and as you can see with his hits there, if you're a Minotaur, shooting an angled target that's running away is not really all that profitable oftentimes, because you only have armor piercing, unless you manage to get your shells into the superstructure. They're probably not doing anything. But the Puerto Rico even decided to go broadside here, so that's an opportunity. Now, unfortunately, it looks like the Kitakaze lost against the Solmas. That's, I mean, didn't watch how he was sunk. Maybe he has eaten a torpedo. It could also be possible that, like, the Yoshino also got involved. And of course, there are Hindenburg and Alaska who should have helped the friendly Kitakaze, but we don't know if they actually did. Anyway, one ship lost isn't the end of the world. The friendlies still have more capture points, so well, at least they have that going for them. But it looks like currently the Holland is being farmed. He is inside Puerto Rico radar, I guess. Or maybe he's just detected by the Yugomo the old-fashioned way. And it looks like the Yugomo took out the friendly Thunderer. That's a shame, because that's the only battleship the friendlies had, and I was still hoping that the Thunderer would eventually at some time actually sink the Puerto Rico. And again, I don't know, maybe the Thunderer was engaged more with the Yoshino and the Riga. Ah, the Shimakaze took care of that radar, that's good. Now, for some reason, that Yugomo is pushing in there. Now, Wyckyy could raid right now. We know the Yugumo just is... like, honestly... Yeah, there goes the Haaland. Yeah, okay, maybe the raider wouldn't do that much right now. I was just thinking, right, it would help his friendly destroyers, but the Shima is behind an island, so the Shima can't actually shoot the Yugumo. And the Haaland is dead. And there is nobody else close by, so I guess raider isn't going to be that helpful right now. Now he has some troops out against the Yamato. It looks like the Yamato pushes in. That's a shame, right? If the Yamato stayed behind that island, then Wyckyy could just push in and take care of the Yugumo. But facing a Yamato in the open is not really what Minotaurs want to do. But at least he can hopefully finish off with the Yugumo, or the Shima can finish off the Yugumo that... Yeah, Yugumo has been destroyed. Unfortunately, Yamato is not falling for those torpedoes. Now, ship-wise, well, the friend is a one ship behind. Again, not the end of the world, but not ideal either. Now, Yamato has very slow gun throwers, right? And the guns are currently not looking that way, so... Wyckyy can just open water gunboat here for now. Now, he's expecting the... I would have gone for, I think, for a small spread here. I find it unlikely that the Yamato does very little movement here. And the Yamato got the Shima casting. Now that's not really what we wanted to see. And the friendly Alaska is down too. Well, it's it's 2 against 5. You know, Wyckyy has played this rather carefully, as you would in a Raider Minotaur, right? As I often say, Minotaurs are very squishy, and they have a very high citadel, they basically have no armor, right? In a Minotaur, if you are detected, if you're in the open, you're just a very easy death strike. But the time to be careful has probably gone by now, because 2 against 5, you aren't going to win this by not taking risks anymore. If you're that far behind, you probably have to take a risk or two and make a desperate move to try to get it back. And that's exactly where we are right now. He is going to charge this Yamato. If this was a close game, you would never do that, right? Charging a Yamato sounds a lot like suicide, but you have to risk it, you know? You just sacrifice a goat to RNGs and then you just go for it. And look at that, the Haaland appears too. So is he going to try to shoot the Haaland? Does he keep shooting the Yamato? So he's trying to torp the Yamato. I mean, if he can get torps into the Yamato, then he can shoot the Haaland afterwards. Once again, I think I would have just gone slow spread here. Oh, one of his torp launchers has permanently been destroyed, so he only has the one launcher here. He's got a heal going. Torps for the Yamato aren't looking too bad, so he's already switching to the Haaland. I mean, at this range, the Haaland is just getting farmed. Got 2 torps into the Yamato, the flooding did the rest. Got himself a cheeky double strike there. Well, this was tense. But, you know, the Yamato got a good hit in, but not good enough. So RNG was on his side, and he actually managed to somewhat pull this back. Now it's 3 against 2, still not ideal, but much more feasible than, you know, 5 against 2. On the not so bright side, he is not that healthy anymore. But you know, Hindenburg has still some health left. Now he's flipping this cap, but they are losing B. He's also just touching this sinking Yamato a little bit here. And... well, I mean, he obviously wants to go towards B, but I guess the Yamato delays him just slightly. Now Yoshino and Riga seem awfully healthy, unfortunately. Also some troops going towards the Hindenburg. I hope the Hindenburg dodges then. And yeah, the Hindenburg here is taking some damage. Now, in an ideal world, he almost would smoke the Yoshino and the Riga, and then he can just radar them and shoot them without being detected. Well, I guess the Riga would just counter radar. But, okay, so Yoshino being broadside, he's opening up fire. Oh, the friendly Hindenburg is so low. So, but I think he can get the Yoshino before the Yoshino even reacts and counters him, so... also got a high caliber. Oh yeah, so he got the Yoshino. The Riga also still seems focused on the low health Hindenburg. Or maybe not, the Riga is now looking this way. Now we have smoke there, so Sommer seems to be in smoke. Riga is radaring. Now Wyckyy is using his Hydro because, well, it's the Sommers. Well, the troops currently go towards the friendly Hindenburg, but they might be going towards him. Friendly Hindenburg, very low health. I'm hoping he will have a heal soon. Also, it looks like both enemies are in smoke right now, because, you know... Yeah, he only has one launcher here. So both enemies are in smoke right now, so nobody's detected. Or maybe no longer, the Riga just left the smoke. Now here comes the friendly raider. And he's going to focus the Sommers here. Well, getting rid of the destroyer is a good idea, because the friendly Hindenburg has no way to dealing with the Sommers. The Hindenburg, especially if he has heals left, maybe he can't deal with the Riga. But the Sommers needs to be taken out here. Now we almost got a heal ready again, and come on, heal. There goes the heal. He's trying his best to stay angled, so he can't use a lot of his guns, but Riga is way too dangerous. He can't afford to show any kind of broadside there. Okay, the Sommers is dealt with, that just leaves the Riga. You know what? Maybe, maybe it's just time for a ram. He's trying hard to get some of his side turrets working, but he just doesn't want to risk it. Now the Riga needs to aim higher there, right? The Riga isn't going through his nose. The Riga just needs to go for the superstructure. Or the Riga needs to go high explosive. But it looks like, yeah, you know, you can't overmatch that nose, Riga. Nice try. So, it's time to just go for the kiss and the win. What a nice ending right there. Wyckyy earned himself 2676 base experience, and he really had to carry this hard. So, nicely done. He achieved a double strike, Kraken and a high caliber, scoring 152,000 points of damage. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you next time.